In recent years, we are seeing various contraptions in both Russian and Ukrainian tanks, the most famous of which are turtle tanks, which as implies are tanks completely covered for protection. But this modification is not as reliable as it might seem, and now something has come up on tanks in the war, which are Hedgehog tanks. Today, we will explore if they are effective or not. First, for context, we have to talk about the turtle tank. It's not a tank, but a modification on T-series tanks on both sides of the war, which incorporates metal sheets all around the tank, encasing it in what seems like a turtle shell. Although this modification was effective for a certain time, it proved to be unreliable. Some tanks survived a few hits, but others completely got destroyed, as heat rounds in general can retain some penetration power even after detonation. So recently, we are seeing a new type of modification, which are called Hedgehog tanks. This modification, instead of engaging the tank and completely surrounding the tank in metal sheets, the tank modification has metal rods and branches emerging out of the cage. The goal of this modification is to detonate drones before they can hit the tank, or not hit at all, or stop them by getting stuck on the cage engulfing the tank. Also, another one of the pros of this modification is crew visibility, because with this, there are small gaps and holes where the crew can see out of, and it provides better camouflage in forested areas because of the branches and rods hanging out of the tanks, and with some lighter modifications, the turret can be moved completely, unlike the turtle tank where the turret was permanently stationary. To some degree, the modification has been more successful than previous unpopular modifications, to the extent that Russians want to make a mass-produced official modification that still has the metal rods and loose metal contraptions that we are seeing on the Hedgehog tanks. So far, both sides of the war incorporated such modification, as recent footage of the modification was seen on Ukrainian tanks. The main goal of this modification is simple yet difficult, which is increasing the survivability of the tanks against drones, and so far, the modification has been reliable to some extent. But that does not mean the tanks on both sides of the war are immune to drones, as some tanks with these modifications have been immobilized and completely destroyed. But there is very little information about the reliability in general, and the more time that goes on, the more information that will be released. But so far, we're seeing these insane modifications on tanks on both sides of the war. Hedgehog tanks may be effective up to a certain point. They are most definitely one of the most interesting modifications in the modern battlefield. They are still not the antidote for drones, but they are good enough at prolonging the survivability of these tanks. I hope you've enjoyed this mini documentary. Consider subscribing, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.